The world in your brain is your own canvas, and you have to do what you want with it. So if you just drink the alcohol and say to yourself, this is vitamins, you'll feel better. That's what I do. That's what I do. I have a spiked seltzer, and I tell myself, these are vitamins, and I feel better. And that's all you have to do. But the U.S. Surgeon General has issued an advisory warning about the risk of cancer to be included on alcoholic beverages, given the conclusive evidence on the cancer risk because of consumption. But what they also always fail to mention, but they always do it in the fine print at the bottom, is there's obesity in there. So it's the third leading preventable cause behind tobacco and obesity. So get on Zyn, so you're off tobacco. Get on Wegovy, so you lose some weight, and enjoy your Guinness. It's responsible for 100,000 cases of cancer and 20,000 cancer deaths annually in the United States. That is not that many. That is not that many in the 300 millions of people. Greater than the 13,500 alcohol-associated traffic crash fatalities per year. But here's the thing. Those 13,500 alcohol-associated traffic crashes kill other people. When you're drinking, you're just killing yourself slowly. How can you tell this? You think, I mean, what are we going to do with Irish people? I mean, this is definitely from the therapist lobby. Yeah, right. Because they're trying to take away what I call Irish therapy, where they just pour it on the wounds. You know how when you pour alcohol on the wounds, it just cleans it? That's what they do. They pour it on the wounds. You don't do this to the Irish people. Don't do that. That's not nice. Yeah, I'm going to therapy now because I don't want cancer. Don't scare people like that. So this link has been there since the 80s. It came to light in the 80s, and it became clearer over time. Research shows more than 740,000 cancer cases could be attributed to alcohol use in 2020. The American public, however, is largely unaware of the risk. Let me just be honest, 740,000, not that many. Yeah. It's under 1 million. So what are these people, 67 and they get cancer, 72 and they get cancer? I mean, who's going to give up the drinks that they needed in those 67 years to live into the 80s and 90s and put a diaper on? Sometimes you just got to understand, some people don't want to get to applesauce time. Some people just don't want applesauce. And that's it. And it is what it is.
This doesn't seem like our biggest problem.
This is definitely not our biggest problem because, you know, what I see on this list is obesity, but I'm going, what is causing the obesity in America? Why? What is it? What is it? Is it just people's choices that they can eat as much as they want? Or is it the enticing, addictive properties of processed garbage that is made into chicken nuggets that's got the poorer population just with diabetes and cancer all the time? I want to see a study that says these are the questions people answered when they came in for cancer, and this is how often they ate fast food. How can alcohol, which been around for thousands of years, be more dangerous than processed food, which has only been around for, 100 years? At most? So how could that be so? How could that be so? I don't think it is. I just think that it's a lie. I don't think alcohol causes problems. I don't think the biggest risk to alcohol is cancer. I think the biggest risk is peeing on your ex-girlfriend's door, banging on it, telling her you love her. That's what happened to me.
We've all been there.
We've been there in college. Yeah. I didn't pee on her door, actually, but I did bang on it with my roommate at the time, pulling me back, saying, don't do it. And I'm like, thank God she was away for the weekend. I mean, thank God, but I'm banging on her door.
You didn't even know she wasn't home.
I was so hammered. We got drunk with a Russian neighbor who's probably a spy. And because I went to school in D.C., and then I went into the hallway and peed into the hallway of an apartment building.
Oh, it was on the inside.
Yeah,
you peed on the inside.
I just took my dick out and peed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was a mess. Some feelings came out, so that's a bigger risk, right?
You are an emotional drunk.
Texting an ex saying you up is a risk of drinking. I don't drink to the point where anything happens anymore. After 2, I'm just like, I've had enough.
Yeah, nice glass of wine.
It doesn't
beer.
getting drunk doesn't do anything for me anymore. It just doesn't do anything for me. I'm not into the drunk. I'm not into the hangover. I'm not into anything. I'm into CBD and placebo effect. That's it. They could come up with a natural Xanax replacement that has no side effects. Why don't they work on that?
They do. They have it.
What is it?
Jesus.
Jesus is good, but it's not as good as Xanax. That's the problem. That would be a great advertisement for Xanax. Jesus is good, but not as good as Xanax.